Hi guys, welcome to Meta Box Tutorials. Today, we're going to use Meta Box and Gutenberg to add opening hours for different restaurants on a website. Here is my example. We're going to add kind of opening hours or time slots in a flexible way, as you can see here. To do it, we'll use custom fields. For custom fields, I have MetaBox here. It's a framework that allows you to create custom fields. It's free and available on WordPress.org. I also use some extensions from MetaBox to have advanced features. They are all available in MetaBox AIO. You can install them individually or just use MetaBox AIO for all. First, we will need MB views to create templates and display the custom fields value on the front end without touching the theme's files. The second is Meta Box Builder to have an intuitive UI to create custom fields in the back end. Next is MB conditional logic that allows you to create rules to control the display of the fields. And the final one is Meta Box Group to arrange fields into groups. That's all the tools we need for this tutorial. Normally, we will create a new custom post type for the restaurant first. But my website already has it, so I skipped that step. And now, just create custom fields for that post type. We're creating fields with a structure like this. I'll explain a bit about how they work for you to easily get the idea. To save time and effort when inputting data, I set 3 options in this field here. Corresponding to each option, we have different fields show up. If the restaurant has the same opening hours on all days, only this field will be displayed. In this field, there are 4 following options. For the first 3 options, just choose one. But if you want to enter time slots, choose Enter Hours. This button is to add more time slots if the restaurant opens in multiple time slots. If the opening hours on weekdays and weekend are different, these fields will be shown up. All the structures of subfields are the same, as the all days have the same opening option, as you can see here. In case the restaurant has different opening hours on different days, we have fields for each day here. Each one of them also has the same options and subfields as the previous. Now, let's create all these fields. I will show you how to configure each one to have this rule of display. Go to MetaBox, then Custom Fields and create fields. For the first one, choose a select field. Then, fill in the choice box with our 3 options. Corresponding to each option, we have a value for it here. Pay attention to them. We'll use them when setting up other fields. For the next field, it's all days have the same opening hours. It's a group, and just displays only when the option 1 in the above field is chosen. So, move to the Advanced tab, and add a rule in the Conditional Logic section. This is the ID of the Choose an Option field, and this is the value of its first option. This setting is available when you have the MB Conditional Logic extension activated. Back to the General tab and create subfields. The type of opening hours is a select field. We also add options to this box. A second field is a group. Since we allow users to add more than one time slot, this group is set to be clonable by this tick. Inside it, we have 2 fields, start time and end time. They are both time picker. These 2 fields display only when you choose the Enter Hours option in the Type of Opening Hours field, so we also add a rule here. This is the ID of the Type of Opening Hours field, and this is the value of the Enter Hours option. So we've done it for the first option when we have the same opening hours for all days. As I said before, the remaining options have the fields are almost the same as these fields. So I duplicated this group to save time. Then, just change the ID of each field and reset the rules. For the weekdays and weekend fields, change this rule by changing the value of the option here. This is the value of the option difference between weekdays and weekend. This rule also needs to be changed to the right ID of the corresponding field. Next, clone this group and change it to Monday. We also change the ID in the rules. For Tuesday, Wednesday, and others, it has the same rules as Monday, so we just need to change the rule in the choose time slots. Finally, after having all the fields for each day, switch to the Settings tab of the field group, choose Location as post type, and select Restaurant to apply these fields to this post type. Now, when creating a new post in Restaurant, you will see the custom fields here. They work exactly like the rule we set. Let's input some data into fields. To get the input data in the custom fields and display them on the front end, we'll use MB views. If you haven't had any page to put the restaurant as well as the opening hours information, we need to create a new view here. But I already had one, so just open and edit it. Add a new div tag here for the opening hours section and some others inside. Insert the Choose an Option field. Then create a variable to admit this field value. We're setting a rule to set when each field group will be displayed. The logic is quite the same as in the field settings. If the returned value is of the first option, the all days have the same opening hours group will be displayed. So, insert this field right here. I also set a variable to admit its value for having a condition as follows. If the returned value is enter hours, we'll display the value from start time and end time fields. We have a loop here since these two fields are in a clonable group. Otherwise, if the value is any other option, just display the value of this field. But set the output as label. It's done for the first option. If there are different opening hours among days, call values from the remaining groups. The structure of those groups are the same as the all days have the same opening hours group, so just do likewise in the code with the same concept. For example, this is the part to display information of opening hours for weekdays and weekend. And here is for the custom option with each day's information from Mon to Sun. You can refer to the code that I used on GitHub. The GitHub link is in the video description and our blog post. Now, move to the settings section. I created this page before, so the location was set up. If your template is new, remember to set it here. Go to this page and see how the opening hours section displays. All the time slots are shown exactly as I input in the backend. But this section doesn't look as good as I showed at the beginning of the video. Let's style them with some CSS. Still in the view, go to the CSS tab, then add code. I put the entire of this code into our GitHub as well. Now, back to the restaurant detailed page. The opening hours section turned into a new look. It's much more beautiful, isn't it? That's all for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful tutorials. Bye.